Welcome everyone, I'm Mr. Vaughn, and I'm here to help with problems like 1 through 4 and 62 on pages 367 and 369. These problems involve the definitions in right triangle trigonometry. So we're going to go over the definitions basically of sine, cosine, and tangent and their inverse functions. Okay? So first of all, for sine of an angle. Sine of an angle is defined as the length of the opposite side over the hypotenuse for each angle. Okay? Now, the shortcut, instead of writing out sine of angle A, is just to write it this way, sine of A. So sine of angle A is its opposite side. So from angle A, the opposite side is small a. Length of that side is small a, over the length of the hypotenuse, which is C. Okay? Then the sine of B, sine of angle B here, is its opposite side, which is B, over the length of the hypotenuse, which is C. Then we move on to cosine. The cosine of an angle is the ratio of the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. Okay, so the cosine of A's adjacent leg has a length of B. Okay, so that's going to be B over the hypotenuse again is C. And the cosine of B is its adjacent leg, which is small a, over the hypotenuse of C. Okay, then the tangent of an angle is the ratio of the length of the opposite leg over the length of the adjacent leg. So the tangent of A is its opposite leg A over its adjacent leg, which has a length of B. The tangent of B here is its opposite leg of B over the adjacent leg of A. Okay? So that's how we set up those ratios. And we get a ratio for every angle, and it's always the same. If B is 30 degrees, you're always going to get the same cosine for B, the same sine for B, and the same tangent for B at 30 degrees. Okay. Now what about inverses? Okay, we use sine, cosine, and tangent to find a ratio. Okay, but we use the inverses to find an angle measure. Okay, and here's what we're talking about. Let's take the inverse sine of A over C. Okay, so if I had A over C and sine, remember, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, right? So what's opposite from small letter A is angle A. So the inverse sine of A over C will be the measure of angle A. Cosine we know is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if I took the cosine, inverse cosine of A over C, I would be looking at the measure of angle B. Okay, I would get the measure of angle B. And then the tangent of angle A, or excuse me, side A over side length B is going to be equal to the measure of angle A, because that is the opposite over the adjacent. Okay, so again, for the inverses, when you put in a number, you're going to get out an angle measure. Okay, for working with cosine, if you put in cosine of 30 degrees, you're going to get out a number. Okay, so that's basically the definitions. That should be enough to get you through these problems without too many difficulties. So go give them a shot, and we'll see you next time.